बोल दो All of you, please give your attendance in the chat box. Please start giving your attendance in the chat box. We will start in another 5 minutes. All of you are requested to mark your name, your trade, and your school name along with district in the chat box if you have not given. Okay, so good afternoon, all of you. I hope you all can hear me. If you can hear me, please write, one or two of you just write on the chat box that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Himanshu, can you hear me? Krishna, can you hear me? Reshma Chetri, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. So let's start. We are interacting with. So the agenda for today's session is primarily with the agriculture trade. Vocational trainers at school level. Okay, so today we'll be discussing matters pertaining to certain things which we wanted in the agriculture trade in particular. Okay, so I hope all of you have marked your attendance on the chat box because we'll be tracking the attendance, and we'll also be soon following up with all of you on as to the progress of the things we discussed today. Okay. Now, one thing in particular that I want to highlight. Okay. Before we start, I think we'll just take 2 3 minutes. We'll wait for 2 3 minutes, but we can do a small chit chat in the beginning. So, anybody has anything to discuss or any issues at ground level? Anybody wants to discuss anything with me? So I wanted to highlight that already the those of you whose documents and everything has been found okay. We've already today is 6th, and so remuneration has already been sent to the bank, and you all will start getting the same very soon, being credited in your bank accounts. And Anything else that you feel will just take a minute or two before more people log in. I'm expecting another 30, 40 people to join. So can we send a final reminder joining to all? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's start with the agenda. So, I have visited certain schools of agriculture trade in the last 1.5 months, and I felt that there are certain issues, particularly which needs to be addressed when it comes to the agriculture trade. Okay, uh, what I'm finding is that we have we have in schools wherein there are certain agriculture graduates from Assam Agriculture University mostly, and we have another different vocational trainers who are from multiple universities having a master degree in botany trade. Okay, now, I'm finding one issue that when I interact with students, especially in schools, wherein we have botany trades in particular, I'm finding certain issues that students are not able to relate much. Or even when I speak to the vocational service providers, there is a lack of understanding in terms of the subject. Okay, so I thought I'll take a proper session as to what how we can address these issues. Firstly, we will come to the laboratory part. Okay, how to take care of the laboratory. Of course, we have certain MSc Agriculture from Jorhat Agriculture University, Assam Agriculture University also present today. I will want to take their support also and help as to how we can improve the overall learning experiences of our students at school level. But before we get into that, we will try to get into the labs first. Now, I hope you can see the screen. Okay. Now, one thing that I'm finding missing is that our agriculture laboratories at school should give the vibe that it is a agricultural lab. So I would request all of you to, all of you have got very good quality pots, multiple tubs, potting tubs basically at school level. So I would request all of you to please plant at least 5 to 6, minimum 6 plants in the classroom. Okay, we can have money plants. Money plants, you can put water in the money plants, and then and it is a kind of a self-growing thing. Snake plants are indoor plants. Okay, then we have multiple such plants that can be used in school level. Okay, in case anybody has any suggestion, you can put on the chat box what other indoor plants we can put. Okay, you can mention that in the chat. Any MSc Agri candidate wants to contribute, you can simultaneously contribute in the chat box. I will again bring it up. Okay. Uh, we need to, of course, water these plants, regularly. Now, when I visited certain schools, I found that the plants in our agricultural lab itself, the plants have already died. Okay, and only the dead stem is there in the pot. Now, it gives a very very bad mood. বেয়া দেখে যে agriculture ল্যাবতে আমি গছটো বসাব নোৱাৰো. Okay, so we need to have proper feel of that it is an agriculture lab for sure. Okay, so anybody from MSc Agri who can suggest a few names of indoor plants? Any suggestions apart from snake plant, ZZ plant, and money plant? Any other suggestions from you people that which can be put in? Tulsi plant is not an indoor plant, I'm sure. Peace lily, Rishikesh Bhuya. Okay, so Irani is a MSc Agri, I know. Okay, so okay, now we have a lot of options. Lily, peace lily. So peace lily, many people have told. Rubber plant also. Okay, very nice. I think rubber plant in especially in Goalpara, Lower Assam, the climate also suits rubber cultivation. So we can have a few rubber plants. Now somebody has suggested spider plant. Yeah, bamboo. In fact, those in my house also I've seen bamboo inside in my house. So yes, we can have. So a lot of options have come up: spider plant, bamboo plant, rubber plant, peace lily plant, then aglonema. Somebody has suggested aglonema. Okay, tulsi, I doubt. Tulsi is not an indoor plant as far as I know. Jade plant, somebody has suggested. Arup Das has suggested. Okay, aloe vera. Aloe veras are indoor plants. I'm not too sure. Lucky bamboo, of course. Rekha, a lot of people. Sabina Yashmin, a lot of people. Afsana Praveen have suggested lucky bamboo. So I think dumb cane. Okay, then philodendron, uh, Arsika palm. Okay, so we have Parash Priya. She has suggested a lot of names. So thank you, Parash Priya. Okay, spider. So we will make a note of many of these plants, and we'll also put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so I think we now have a rough idea. We have more than 15 options. Moses in the cradle plant. So Loti Fali has suggested something. Okay, indoor ferns are also available. Okay, so yeah, I think ferns and petals, yeah, we can have many things like that. Zizi, yeah, already mentioned, Arup. Zizi is a very popular indoor plant. Snake plants. So we need to have at least 6 7 plants, and one of these, in a style, at least, so that it looks like at a somebody has suggested Boston fern. Okay, so the lab should look like an agriculture lab. Now, when I mention, when I go to the lab, it does, the student should get inspired. There should be a inspiration from our lab. Okay, somebody has suggested Chinese evergreen. Okay, I don't know it will be available in nearby nurseries and locally available or not. So I think our MSc Agri grads can give us some feedback on this. Okay, as to where all we can put and what not. But then the styling of the plant and all that, if you can plan, it would give a very good feel and will inspire the students also. Okay. So one thing, this I would request all of you to please plan it immediately, and at least we need to water them regularly. Okay, because when I go to the schools and I see the agricultural lab, I find only dead plants inside our lab. So it is shocking to see that why our labs, or we are ourselves not able to sustain the the plants which we are growing in the lab. Next, these are actual photographs from our labs. Okay, so if you see, this is from a school which we have taken. Okay, now how the VT has beautifully planned and given the look in the agriculture lab. Okay, so I can see snake plants already there. So there is easy also. So so if you all can plan something like these, it would be great. It gives a good feel good factor when somebody enters the agriculture lab. It gives a feeling that this is a proper agriculture lab. Otherwise our labs are very dirty. Okay, so of course I understand that some equipments which are used may have mud on them, which is very natural to have, but it should feel good. Yeah. And one very important thing, if you see, this particular VT has planned the labs near the sun also. I know this many of these plants do not need direct sunlight. Okay, so indirect sunlight a little bit is more than sufficient. And also the plants are healthy. Okay, so it is very important that you plan it in a way. Some of you may not have sunlight direct access, so maybe once in a week the plants can be taken out for 2-3 hours and again brought back. So ৰাতিপুৱা আমি স্কুল গৈ ফাৰ্ষ্ট পিৰিয়ড টাইমত যদি ওলাই দিওঁ ৰ'দত, আৰু 2 ঘণ্টা 3 ঘণ্টা পাছত আকৌ ভিতৰলৈ লেবত যদি আনি দিওঁ, সপ্তাহত এদিন 2 দিন কৰিলেও তেওঁলোকে জীয়াই থাকিব ধুনীয়াকে। কিন্তু এটা বস্তু যে তেওঁলোকক যে মেনিয়ৰ দিব লাগে বা ৱাটাৰিং কৰিব লাগে, that is something you all need to constantly check that plants বিলাক আমাৰ মৰি নাযায়। Okay, very important part. Okay, so this is one part which I thought I'll discuss. uh, Again, we can see some more example. This is another school, different school. So wherein the VT is put it on the ground level. Okay, plants, and again on the VT's own table also. She has very tactfully put plants. But when I went to the school, I found that in the plant there were a lot of weeding already. Okay, so that we need to teach students in house that there should not be weeds growing in the plants in the agriculture lab, that the students should take care. They need to know that any weed growing should be taken out immediately. Okay, so সেইবিলাক আমাক কৰাব লাগে. Okay, I can see that Salavia Basumatari has given more options. She has also suggested uh, 2 more varieties of plants which can be indoor plants. Okay, again this is another school. Okay, now again very neatfully done by our VT. Also, if you will see, the same VT has put a chart on top. Okay, specifying the plants, which has given the whole lab a very beautiful look. Okay, so there are two photos, if you can see. One is with desk bench and one is the science lab slab. Okay, with the plants we can see the dust on the slab also. Okay, it is very dusty. But dust apart, we can see that it gives a feel that this is an agricultural lab. So this is something which we need to start doing in on our all our labs. Okay, one thing. Next, uh, I would like to highlight one thing. Now, if you see this particular school in Kakopathar, Assam, okay, the students, we have given a lot of tools and equipments to all of you as a part of the laboratory. Okay, it is very important that we take care of involving students in hands-on skills training using our tools and equipments. Okay, our tools and equipments should be utilized by the students. Then only they will know কি কি ধৰণৰ ব্যৱহাৰ হয়। Okay, now in case any one of you feels that কোনো equipment-ৰ utility আপুনি নাজানে বা আপোনাক কিবা support লাগে, for example how to use a hoe properly, please connect with your project coordinator and we will send you a detailed support manual on the same, that how we can use that particular tools and equipment. Okay, for example rainwater harvesting or equipment diya hoise. In case you have any doubts, please connect with us. We will have a team who will support you in guiding you how to use the particular tools at school level. Okay, so এই যদি আপনি চাওক কাকো পথাৰত যদি স্কুলটো হৈ আছে, the students are wearing gloves. The students are here creating a vermicompost pit. Okay, so dunya ke candidates se practical activity kori ase. Again, on this side, if you see, the candidates are using on the ground, they are potting. Basically, this is a potting activity. Okay, so we have to use our tools and equipments at school level. Okay, now we all know that all schools have been given a guideline by Samagra Shiksha to have a greenhouse. Okay, plus to a kind of a garden at school level. Okay, so again, we had also created poly houses. I mean, I got both schools got poly sheet diya hoisile. So we have created poly houses. So I mean that the low cost cultivation, low cost, multiple cropping kenega koriba paru. We should start teaching our students, okay, how to use a low cost poly house for multi cropping. Okay, we can have a creeper, and we can have crops at the floor plus creepers to have multi-season multi-cropping concept. Okay, again we have detailed manual on using low-cost poly houses. So in case any one of you want a assistance যে কেনেকে to use কৰিব লাগে, পলি হাউচটো কেনেকে মানে কি ধৰণৰ ক্ৰপছ কৰিব পাৰো, কোনটো ছিজনত কৰিব পাৰো, যদি ভেন্ডি কৰিব লাগে কোনটো ছিজন হয়, কলিফ্লাৱাৰ কৰিলে কোনটো ছিজন, কোৰিয়েণ্ডাৰ কেতিয়া হয়, okay, জিকা কেতিয়া কৰিব লাগে. So we will have a detailed manual on that, and we can send it to you in case you want. Please connect with your coordinator. Okay, so we can see images of students in the poly house and also students taking out crops to be used. Okay, next I wanted to show you this photograph of a school. Okay, this is a school in Golaghat. Okay, আমি একেদিন সব স্কুলত এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ বিশেষকৈ আমি ল্যাবছ বিলাকৰ ইনস্পেকশ্যন চলাই আছিলোঁ. অ'কে, now if you see this particular lab, our trainer, okay, has beautifully set up the lab. Okay, ল্যাবটো খুব ধুনীয়াকৈ থৈছে. অকল এটা বস্তু মিচিং আছিলে, সেইটো হ'ল আমাৰ ক্ৰপছ, মানে অলপ পট শ্বট নাছিলে, সেইটো আমি গাইড কৰিলোঁ, এণ্ড দিছ হেজ অলৰেডি বিন ডান. অ'কে, নাও প্ৰপাৰ লেআউট কেনেকৈ হ'ল, আমি লাইনত মানে গোটেই ল্যাবটো এটা চিষ্টেমেটিকলি কৰিলোঁ ছেটআপ. দেন আমি ক্ৰপছৰ চাৰ্টছবিলাক আমি ধুনীয়া বেনাৰ্ছ আমি ধুনীয়াকৈ হেং কৰিলোঁ ল্যাবত. অ'কে, এণ্ড ল্যাবটো ক্লিন আছে, ল্যাবটো মানে একদম ধূলিৰ পৰিৱেশ বা লেতেৰা পৰিৱেশ নাই. Even to this lab, if you see, there is not too much of a sunlight coming in. Okay, though there are windows, but not too much of a sunlight. But still, the lab has been very beautifully being kept. So এটা পঢ়া শুনা কৰা পৰিৱেশ আহে. When the place is dirty, আমি মানুহ যে মানে when the place is so dirty, তেতিয়া পঢ়া শুনা কৰা পৰিৱেশ নাথাকে. The environment is not suitable for education. So if you can all take care that the lab is beautifully maintained. Okay. দেন মই কিছুমান ল্যাব চাইছিলোঁ, আমাৰ চাৰ্টছবিলাক এই ধৰণৰ আমি খুব বেয়াকৈ পেলাই থওঁ. অ'কে, খুব বেয়া ধৰণৰ চাৰ্টছবিলাক, আমাৰ চাৰ্টছ পোষ্টাৰ্ছ সেইবিলাক খুব বেয়াকৈ আমি হেং কৰোঁ. চ' মোৰ ৰিকুৱেষ্ট থাকিব যে ইফ ইউ অল কেন টেক কেয়াৰ অফ দিছ পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ এছপেক্ট wherein all the charts and all are hang properly. Again, if you see this particular lab, okay, I will not mention the name of the school, but this is a high school. The equipments have not been used extensively. Okay, maybe মানে আমাৰ VSP জনৰ অলপ ইণ্টাৰেষ্টৰ কথা আহি যায়, বাট দ্য ল্যাবৰ ক্লাছৰুমটো ইজ আ ক্লাছৰুম উইথ টাইলছ, খুব ধুনীয়া ক্লাছৰুম দিয়া হৈছে, বাট the laboratory, if you see, বস্তুবোৰ চিধাকৈ পেলাই দিয়া হৈছে. It has not been set up and not used very well. Okay, so মোৰ ৰিকুৱেষ্ট থাকিব, আকৌ মই বাৰে বাৰে কৈ আছোঁ যে এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ ল্যাবছৰ equipments, please use them properly. Okay, again I wanted to show that how this particular, both these labs, if you see, the items, everything has been properly, charts have been hung properly. Okay, so if you can plan to set up the laboratories in this particular way, and the earlier ones which we had sent it to you. Okay, now বহুত স্কুলছত মই আমাৰ হো বিশেষকৈ, now again if you see this particular school, I wanted to highlight this particular crop. Look, these are already dead crop. Okay, so আমাৰ কিছুমান মৰি যোৱা plants, সেইবিলাক you have to take care that in case a plant dies, we need to repot something which will last for some time and take care of the plant. We have to teach the students to take care of the plants in the lab. Okay, yeah. আমাৰ আমি কিছুমান স্কুল য'ত মই পাইছোঁ যে আমাৰ VSP যে খুব ধুনীয়াকে মাছৰুম কাল্টিভেশ্যন শিকাইছে এট স্কুল লেভেল, অ'কে, এণ্ড মাছৰুম ছাকচেছফুলি হাৰ্ভেষ্টো কৰিব পাৰিছে তেওঁলোকে, অ'কে। চ' দিজ আৰ অল ইনোভেটিভ প্ৰেক্টিচেছ উইচ উই নিড টু ষ্টাৰ্ট ইনকৰ্পৰেটিং, যে students have cultivated mushroom using our of course they will need they will need support of buying necessity for growing mushrooms, okay. মাছৰুমৰ কাৰণে যিটো এনভাইৰনমেণ্ট এটা লাগে, অলপ ডাৰ্ক ৰুম লাগে, সেইবিলাক তেওঁলোকৰ ব্যৱস্থা স্কুল লেভেলত কৰিলে তেওঁলোকে ডেফিনেটলি হ'ব। আৰু সেইটো আমি একচুৱেল স্কুল ফটোজ আছে য'ত আমি ছাকচেছফুলি মাছৰুম কাল্টিভেশ্যন স্কুল লেভেলত কৰিছোঁ। Uh, these are some hydroponic photos, okay. Almost all the schools have been given a hydroponic unit, some have even two units. So hydroponics is a new technology, and it is very important that our government schoolers lora swali hotok ami tech driven training diu, okay. They should be prepared for the future technology, okay. So hydroponics by aquaponics is something which we need to start, and this particular if you do not, if you have any confusion as to how to set up the machine or how to germinate, what kind of backgrounded training you need, we will try to support you in this particular aspect. But please start using the hydroponics, okay, at school level. There are seeds given along with that, okay. So you can these seeds will germinate. Please check whether the seeds are expired or they are still okay, okay. So you can grow lettuce, leafy vegetables. They are all, we can use hydroponics for teaching the students the concept of hydroponics. Okay, and the equipment given are all sturdy, good quality equipments. I would request all of you to please start teaching our students hydroponics at school level. Uh, প্লাগ ট্ৰেজ, অ'কে। নাও আমি, মই দেখিছোঁ যে বহুত, মই এজন স্কুলত সুধিলোঁ যে what is this particular tool. So she was from botany background and she did not know the use of these trays, okay. So these are plug trays which you need for basically for seedling of the product, for seedling purposes, okay. So কেনেকে আমি ম্যানুয়ার কি ধৰণৰ কিমান কোয়ান্টিটি ম্যানুয়ার মিক্স কৰা হয় with mud, with soil, okay, good quality soil, and how we can germinate seeds is something we need to start teaching our students. In fact, this part of the class 9 syllabus, okay. So please use these equipments at school level, and then once you germinate from here, they should also be used, the same seeds which we have grown from seeds level, they should be used for potting purposes, and all done by our children at school level, okay. Now, আমি কিছুমান এক্টিভিটি কৰিব দিছিলোঁ, যেনে বানানা ট্ৰাংক, banana trunks of কেনেকে আমি cultivate, they have, banana trunks have their natural storage of water, okay. So কেনেকে আমি মানে পানী নিদিয়াকে কেনেকে প্লান্টক আমি কৰিব পাৰোঁ, পটিং কৰিব, মানে we can grow plants in banana stem. But when I ask the students, hey, স্কুলত activity কৰা হৈছে, but when I ask the students the the reason of using banana stem, the student did not know that, okay. So the fact that it becomes a natural organic manure by itself, and it is a natural storage of water, okay. uh, and the science behind using banana stem, okay, which is basically has been used traditional, these are all traditional agricultural methods. আমি ষ্টুডেণ্টছক অকল প্ৰেক্টিকেল এক্টিভিটি নামৰ কাৰণে নহ'ব, আমাক তেওঁলোকক the science behind it, the agriculture purpose of using the particular activity, and why organic, the utility of using organic resources, সেই বস্তুটো আমাক ইনভাইট কৰিব লাগিব in the students minds. So very important that when you do the activity, also explain the science behind the students, say banana stump cultivation or আমার কি কি advantages আছে, কি ধৰণৰ disadvantages আছে, আমি কি ধৰণৰ crops we can use for such activity, okay. Not all crops can be used using banana stump, right. So the students need to be made aware. So I would request you, suppose if you are not aware, let's say, of this particular activity, the key benefit আছে, you can always connect with us and we will guide you from here, okay. Again, if you see that our students are doing practical activity at school level. They are trying to do the weeding part. They are trying to, but then we have to use our agriculture tool. They need to know which tool or what is the utility of which tool. Okay, all agriculture tools and equipments have different utility and purposes. That purposes the student should know, very important. Okay, and in fact, our some of our VTs also don't know the purposes. Okay, so I think if you do not know, please connect with us and we will guide you. Okay, so some more weeding activities that is happening at school level. Okay, what is the purpose of weeding? We need to tell them. Okol weeding korale no hobo. What is the purpose of weeding? Okay, one particular thing I wanted to highlight at so I hope you can see in this particular photo our in this particular equipment, the hoe wheels, I found that these are not functional in some schools. Okay, they've not been fitted properly, or they are not operational. If there are five of them given, one or two is not operational, or so we need to please get back to your project coordinator, and we need to take care that this becomes operational at the earliest. We will try to take measures so that this particular tool and equipment becomes you know uh, uh, functional at the earliest. Because when I visited some schools, I found that out of five supplied at school level, one or two have become non-operational. Okay, though three are sufficient, the three operational, but I would want all five to be operational at school level. So in case it is not operational, please connect with us. We will try to make it operational as soon as possible. Okay, tar bhaire, I would request all of you that we need to plan activities, especially in the month of June. So we can plan to create organic, organic pesticides, organic manure. Okay, multiple activities you can plan. Okay, so in case you have anything that you want to suggest that you want to do in the month of June, please write on the chat box. Okay, uh, some of the activities which we have recommended to be done in April and May can be continued in June too. Okay, and we will individually connect with you in a day or two. But in case you have some unique activity which you want to do at school level, please connect and we will extend any kind of a support. For example, if you want to do mushroom at your school, okay, and for that you need any support from the Kishi Vigyan Kendra of the locality, because you have to buy things from KVK. So we will help you procure that from the KVK. Okay, and beyond that, in case you have any activity in mind, or our agriculture grads so in case you have anything to suggest. Okay, so I think Priyanka Mainu has mentioned, thank you for motivating, sir. Watching my work with my students on your screen has really encouraged me. So Priyanka, which school are you from? So we appreciate your work. In fact, we have also sent your work to authorities, and it has been appreciated at office level. And we appreciate your work for adding value to our school children. Okay, so Homukia Pukon High School Tinsukia. So yeah, Takoronga, those photos which we saw was from her. No, so Kiana Pukul is somebody else. Okay. Priyanka Mainu is from Netaji Vidyapith, and she's the one who was doing banana stem planting. Okay, so Priyanka, banana stem planting has been done in multiple schools. It has been done in more than 30 schools, 35 schools. One of the schools in which I visited, the candidates could not tell me the reason for doing it. Okay, though they have done the activity beautifully, but merely doing the activity does not solve the purpose. We need to also I'm sure you must have added value as to what is the purpose behind it. Okay, so any other suggestion of any activity? Do you all suggest any activity from your side? You can write on the chat box any activity, especially our MSc Agri grads from and also engineering grads from Silchar. We have quite a few agriculture engineering grads from Silchar and also from Itanagar. There is also quite a few agriculture grads from Nerist. So any suggestions of any activity, how can we improve the delivery? So Arup Das has mentioned seed generation experiment. Okay, so Arup, feedback taken. So we can, yeah, this is something which we need to include. So how to germinate seeds. So how to use plug trays for germination, and also the hydroponics unit. Okay, for we already have those equipments available at school level, which can be used. So thank you, Arup. So this is a good suggestion. Especially our schools with botany grads, we need to plan activities so that there is proper learning at school level. Okay, anybody else, any other suggestion of activities that can be done at school level? So Hasina Praveen has mentioned seed sowing in prote. Yeah, we discussed this. Okay. So Bipul has mentioned something called asexual uh, propagation. We are making a note of it. So thank you, Hasina. I think, yeah, I'm sure Hasina. I think I've spoken to you also. Your name sounds very familiar. So yes. So Bikran, if you can start making a note. Yeah, these are some good suggestions. Uh, so so Arup has mentioned that seed germination we need mustard, germ bean, cup soil and water. Okay, okay. Then we have somebody called tribal collection. Uh, so has mentioned, okay, Sarche, Sarche song. Sarche song has come to the office today. I think Sarche song today you were in office few weeks back. Okay, so he has suggested uh, from Karbi Anlong, right? Karbi Anlong. So he has suggested layer cultivation using disposable plastic. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Then grafting is something which we do. Grafting, Priyanka, is very common. I think all of you know grafting. Vegetable mela. Yeah. Who has suggested this? This is a very good suggestion. Vegetables mela is a very, very good idea. May I know the name, please? Who has suggested vegetable mela? Okay. Huh? Minaz Ali. So Minaz, this is a good suggestion. Okay. Himanshu has written zero. I don't know why. Uh, okay, I think grafting is something common. Many of you are suggesting. So, because I think grafting they are suggesting. So it is definitely a relevant. We all know grafting. So yeah, grafting we will do definitely. Okay. So herbarium is something which is a good suggestion. Okay, Rekha Moni, and again, Hasina has mentioned grafting. Grafting we will do, Hasina, for sure. Okay. Drip irrigation. Arup, drip irrigation tools and equipments are given at the school level. Okay. I need to understand how we can make it very successful at school level. Okay. With limited space in classroom and with very less power, water connectivity, because you need constant water supply. How can we make it successful is something we need to understand. Okay, or can we use a bucket of water to just for a demonstration purpose to show the students? Okay, mosquito repellent has been suggested by Saif. Then Rashmina has suggested neem pesticide. Yeah, so neem pesticide we have been doing, Rashmina. Okay, preparation of organic pesticides at school done last year. Yeah, Himanshu, we did it. uh, so Bipul has air layering. Air layering আমি করেছিল আগত. Yeah, we can do that. And Hasina is again field preparation. So Hasina, field preparation, can you elaborate? What do you mean by field preparation? So laying organic manure or something like that. I was wondering that how can we use in many of the schools I visited? I found that there were a lot of betel nut, trees. Okay, so can we create something using betel nuts? Okay, I don't mean to say that. I mean to say that the leaves or using banana leaves because sorry, coconut tree leaves, can we do something with that at school level? Okay, is a suggestion maybe some of you can suggest, especially agri grads. Okay, uh, cocoa peat, yeah, cocoa peat. Hafizul has suggested cocoa peat. Cocoa peat আমি করি আহিছো ইমান every year. So coco peat is a very important thing, especially organic. So Sabina Yasmin has also suggested coco peat. So coco peat helps to it is retain water, and also it is organic. So something which our students should definitely know, considering that the amount of chemicals we eat. Okay, so very important that our agriculture trade of Yuvaan Educative. We have almost 150 trades of agriculture, which means that around 15,000 plus students are under us in agriculture trade. Now we need to bring the agriculture revolution. Okay. Now if we can teach the students the importance of organic manure, organic fertilizer, and chemical delay. I mean, nije hey chemical to a khayasu, which is cancerous, which leads to a lot of issues. We are creating a revolution in Assam. Okay. Leaf manuring. Okay, so Saif has mentioned leaf manuring, leaf bud cutting. Vishnu has mentioned leaf bud cutting. Okay, this is a so Ismail has suggested bio pesticides using neem leaves, of course, cow garlic. Okay, so this is Agni Astra kind of pest management. Yeah, Agni Astra is a very ancient form of pesticide. Yeah, so Ismail, we can do that. Okay, identification of major. Yeah, this is something very important. Doctor, আমার মাঝে কোনো ডক্টরও আসেনি ডক্টর ববরা has suggested weeds identification. I think students should know the kind of weeds that impact and how these weeds impact the plant is something the students should understand. Very, very important. Yes, definitely we need to work on that. Okay. Aru Bhut, I say mushroom cultivation in betel nut husk. Okay, this is something very interesting. Uh, Mushroom cultivation. Naam to whole short video. Who is it? Short video. Can you name yourself? Who are you? Short video. Okay, so this is something interesting and very nice idea. uh, Mushroom cultivation in betel nut husk. Okay, jiva amrutam, again agriculture. This is our ancient agriculture. Jiva amrutam, bija amrutam. Okay, these are good suggestions coming now. Okay, বনসাই আমি পাৰিম নেকি সালভিয়া বাসুমাতাৰী বনসাই কৰিব পাৰিম নে আমি শিকাব পাৰিম নে স্কুল লেভেলত বিকজ বনসাই শিকালে ইট কেন এক্ট এজ আ ভেৰি বিগ লাইভলিহুড ইনিচিয়েটিভ ফৰ আৱাৰ চিলড্ৰেন অ'কে বনসাইজৰ বহুত দাম পায় চ' ষ্টুডেণ্টছক যদি বনসাই আমি পাৰিম শিকাবলৈ ইট উইল বি আ ৰিমাৰ্কেবল এচিভমেণ্ট সালভিয়া অ'কে কেন ইউ মেক আ নোট সালভিয়া বনসাই কিন্তু ভাল সাজেশ্যন সালভিয়া bonsai we have never thought of it before, it has come from you, but যদি আমি পারি our we might need help from our MSc agriculture grads. Okay, তেওঁলোকে আমাক গাইড কৰিব পাৰিব কিন্তু এইটো ভাল সাজেশ্যন. Okay, আমাৰ শর্ট ভিডিওটো হ'ল Rubinara Praveen betel nut mein mushroom. This is a good suggestion, Rubinara Praveen. Okay, আৰু এটা ভাল আহিছে মেঘনা পৰা প্লাষ্টিক বটল ভাৰ্টিকেল ফাৰ্ম, সেইটো বহুত চলিছে এতিয়া. মই আমাৰ ৰেষ্টুৰেণ্টছত আমাৰ হোটেলছত মই বহুত জেগা এতিয়া লেণ্ডস্কেপিং, অ'কে, যিটো লেণ্ডস্কেপিং কৰা হয় যিটো কয় তাতে প্লাষ্টিক বটলৰ ভাৰ্টিকেল ফাৰ্মছৰ কনচেপ্ট বহুত আহিছে. হিৰাকে লিখিছে বনসাই বহুত টাইম ল'ব. Okay, so maybe I'll discuss with one or two of you whether it is viable for us to go for it. Okay, বনসাই পাৰিম নে নোৱাৰিম আমি সেইটো মই শিয়ৰ নহয়, আমাক চাব লাগিব, যদি হৈ যায় তেতিয়া খুব ভাল হ'ব. Okay, so good suggestions have come, some unique suggestions have come out of this discussion today with all of you. I'm happy that we took it up. Okay, and how we can improve. Okay, Arukiba Arup das dise identification of Kharif, Rabi, and Z crops would be very suitable. Yes, absolutely. They need to know seasonal crops. Okay, so that in Assam we can have not one single crop in the land. We can have multiple cropping in the same land. Okay, so season-wise Kharif, Rabi, and this also meets our government of India's initiative. Okay, of farmer using the same land for multi-cropping. Okay, different cultivation using fertilizer manure. Itu কি লিখিছে Malabia Bhuya. Yeah, I would want you to elaborate. Yeah, plant disease. I think this is another very ignored aspect. Okay, plantor কি ধৰণৰ diseases আহে আৰু আমি কি ধৰণৰ disease. I think that there might be some MSc agri students in our system who have done plant pathology. Okay, So this study of plant identification of disease is taught in Assam Agriculture University in the plant pathology domain, and they can definitely, there would be some of them who have done that specialization. So it would be great if we can teach our children, especially in tea garden areas, how they can identify and control these diseases, diagnosis and control. Yes, diagnosis of diseases, identification, and how to control them before it spreads. Vermi compost to koribo lage all schools are okay. Hirak, vermi compost is a must do activity, okay, at all school. Kitchen waste management, okay, so this is again kitchen waste management. Amar sab school of kitchen or pura midday meal or to waste ulai, how can we use that for healthy and nutritious food? Ismail jane ke koi aise, Ismail Haq ke koi aise, we need to plan that. He or Shri, kitchen waste management, yes, we need to plan this. Very important that কেনেকে আমি কিচেনৰ পৰা যিটো আমাৰ মিড ডে মিলছৰ কিচেনৰ পৰা waste ওলাই, how can that be used for organic cultivation of crops? Yes, definitely. Okay, beyond this, anything else that you guys want to share? What environment? Okay. And tomorrow happens to be a World Environment Day. Okay. So if we can plan something, okay, and if you can share that with us, okay, as to how we have celebrated World. So I think first should be that all of you should write on the whiteboard of the school World Environment Day and tomorrow's date and your school name. Okay, agriculture trade. After that, if you can give the students a briefing of a 15-20 minutes on the usage of organic manure and the importance of organic pesticides, and also very important, the harmful effects of using chemicals in plants. If you can use that for 15 minutes briefing, and then if we can go take the children to the school kitchen, and there if they can, we can show them how we can create, use the waste to create organic manure. Okay, that would be great. Okay, so tomorrow is it's a gold. I did not know that tomorrow. I just remembered that from Bikiran. He reminded me that tomorrow is World Environment Day. So very important that we can use the opportunity tomorrow itself. Okay. So Meghna hai koi aise terrace gardening kori bole, rain water harvesting kori bole school level. Uh, Community survey on agriculture practice, crop growing using neighborhood to be done by students should have proceed. Tribal collection. Who was he? Sarse. This is a very good idea. Ami Kali connect. Bikiran sare Kali connect koribo with you, and this is a fantastic initiative of yours. Okay, very nice idea. Sarsi ko aise je moi in he's from Karbi Anlong that he will do community survey on agriculture practice and what are the crops grown and machinery used, and everything should be done by the students in the neighborhood. Very nice idea, Sarsi. We will support you in every in this aspect. Tomorrow only Bikiran sir will connect with you. Kunuma message Kuri said I have applied for the post of agriculture and sent my resume through Gmail, but did not get any reply. This is not the place to. Apuni ek group of क्यों आसे? You should not be there in this group. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else wants to contribute? I'm जाता जी जो जी मन जाए तने के करें हाँ. Okay. Can you tell me your name, please? What is your name? How come you did not? What is your name? Your name to नकोय ना मुक. Okay, so fine, guys. We had some good, feedback from all of you as to what can be done and how we can improve overall delivery for the agriculture trade. I'm happy that many of you want to contribute, and more importantly, that you have a tinkering brain. And since you're at ground level, you understand what is required. I would like to highlight that some of our engineering students, they had created, a pad. They had used a cycle to create a paddy thrasher. Okay, this was done in Tinsukia district. I think in the school, Kolaka to Tinsukia. Okay. पहिली कोणतं स्कूल असले Okay, Paddy threshold was done by one of our VPs. A very innovative idea. He used a cycle to use and created the entire mechanism by which the paddy could be, thrashed. Okay, so you can think of very agriculture is one domain where there's a lot of innovation possible. Okay, I remember way back in 2017 আমাৰ কোনোবাই অফিসত এটা জাপি বনাই দিছিলে জাপি with a fan. Okay, আৰু তাতে এটা solar panel বহাই দিছিলে and the solar panel would charge the battery while the farmer is on the farm to save him from heat. The japi was there and also the fan was there. Okay, so this was created way back in 2017 only. uh, a japi with a solar fan. Okay, so in case you have any suggestions, in case you have anything unique which you think can add value, we are there and we would love to be a part of this initiative wherein we are trying to bring a revolution to promote agriculture, organic agriculture, training for our school children. Okay, so I think with this, I'm done with the session, and we will connect with you soon. Okay, and connect with that. So somebody again has mentioned, so Pulani High School seed bank creation, seed bank creation. Uh, okay, so স্থানীয় আমি থলুৱা বীজবিলাকৰ ষ্টোৰেজৰ কাৰণে ব্যৱস্থা কৰা. But do you think that can we store the seeds safely? This is Dipankar, right? Dipankar, I like the idea a lot. This is a very good idea. Okay, seed bank. Okay. Uh, do you think the seeds will survive for a long duration? Because seeds have a life, right? Dipankar, we can support you in this, okay? In the seed bank creation. But I doubt that the seeds have a. I know in Norway they have stored all the seeds, of the crops so that they can be used in future. But creating something like this at school level will be very inspirational for the children to use local seeds and not genetically modified seeds alone. Okay, so this is a very good idea, Dipankar. But I doubt that seeds will they die, they expire. Seeds have a shelf life. Okay, so whether they will last in our climate, because the climate of Assam is humid, so the seeds may not last. They bacteria and other things lead to the loss of seeds. Okay, so so this was one aspect. So anybody has any other issue to discuss with me? Any questions that you all have, you can ask me. Anybody wants to ask me any questions, please ask. University Korisila. So I reckon I'm making a note of your name, Dipankar. We need to connect it. Dipankar Sharma. Uh, okay. He's saying that in glass boxes it is possible. Dipankar, we will connect with you very soon. अच्छा आपको किबा कुनुबा हिरोके किबा दिसे जे seeds can be saved but not in normal seed bank. Reservation of seed. Reservation, I think he means conversation. Maybe mobile or typo hoise. Is very expensive. But Hirok Amar Dipankara কৈ আছে যে he university মানে মই আসাম এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি বুলিয়ে ভাবি আছো যে এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি সি কৰি পাইছে যদি আমি এয়াৰ টাইপ এনভাইৰনমেন্ট ক্ৰিয়েট কৰো গ্লাছৰ তাতে fungal infection by সেইবিলাক নাহিব সিজত বুলি Dipankar is trying to portray that. So if this is possible, we would want to do something like this. Okay, this will be something very interesting to do at school level. Besides, we found many innovative ideas from many of you, which we plan. No. Again, we are making getting the question or recruitment can't give any reply about the recruitment system. Just also simple question. You can answer it by no. This is not the right platform to answer any recruitment related questions. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else has anything else to ask or discuss? You can ask me, or else you would like to conclude the meeting. So. Besides, I would like to say that I've been visiting schools, many schools, and I'm very happy to see many schools we are using our tools and equipments with children. Okay, some schools are under renovation, so that's a problem হৈ আছে. uh, Especially locally available ধানৰ seed bank ready কৰিছিলো. Okay, Dipankar, we will discuss on a one-on-one as to how we can take this forward. Okay, maybe আমি বাৰাক ভেলীৰ স্কুলছত কৰিব পাৰোঁ তেনেকৈ কিবা এটা মেবি আমি নৰ্থ বেংক সেইফালে আমাৰ ধেমাজি বা লখিমপুৰ ফালে বেলেগ চিটছত এটা বেংক কৰিব পাৰোঁ আমাৰ শিৱসাগৰ যোৰহাট ফালে এটা কৰিব পাৰোঁ so something like that we can plan. Okay, kitchen garden with a greenhouse, so this is something called let's learn biology. Okay, okay. ठीक है. We have noted your feedback of most of you. Okay, and we will see how we can start doing it. Beyond this, I would also request that if you can also start going ahead with the academic progress. Okay, so especially wherein with our class 10 children and 12 children, we would want to complete the course a little early and by November end, and then we can start doing revision classes for our children. Okay, papaya garden probably, lemon papaya garden. Okay, fine. We'll do that. I mean, lemon based activities আগত কৰি পাইছো school level of. Okay, uh, sir, school or lab 9 PTM ৰুমকে পাব সজাই থৈছো equipmentsবোৰ বক্সত ভৰাই থব লাগে নহলে কোনোবা নিয়া আৰু বক্সত থলে আপোনালোকে ওলাই থব কয় কি কৰা যায়. Priyanka, this is a problem at school level wherein many schools under renovation. But then I would want to connect with your school principal tomorrow itself. Okay, that why this is not being allotted. Okay, which district are you from, Priyanka? And can you make a note of Priyanka? Priyanka Mainu. Priyanka, you mentioned your school name earlier. If you can please mention the school name once again. Okay, and also school Priyanku Kokrajan Netaji. ठीक है Priyanka, we are getting back tomorrow. We are discussing the same tomorrow with you. Aru Kuniba mentioned Korise, growing to again school labor issue. We will connect with you. Mention your school name. Yeah, so mention your school name. We'll connect with you. So I think with this I would like to conclude. Growing underscore to. Okay, Nayan Pahina. Okay, we'll connect very soon. Okay, so with this I would like to conclude uh, the session. Okay, and thank you all of you for coming and being a part of this journey. Thank you so much. No, this way.